Hey, Talking Ballers fans, it's Jordan here and Trevor. I want to start off this episode a little differently this week with a shout out to a really special family, some good friends of mine, the LaCroix, Jordan and Casey, and their little man, Jack. Jack was in an accident a couple of weeks ago, and he was injured pretty severely in the head. And, man, we just want to send our love and our support out to you, Jack. And I know your big sister, Lucy, just started softball. And I tell you what, from all of us at Talking Ballers, maybe we can get her some Cannonballer swag.
Come on.
And but I know, like, from me, myself, and my man Trevor here, we're pulling for you, Jack. And we're so glad to hear you just got out of the ICU, buddy. And I know that you're already miracle on miracle on miracle. And, I think the biggest thing that we can say is that God is good, and we know who's got you in his hands, man. And more than anything, we wanted just to make some awareness to the Talking Ballers family. I know, for Trevor and I, we're going to post the GoFundMe on our Talking Ballers social media this week. Trevor, you got anything?
Yeah, I just want to say to all the Talking Ballers faithful out there, hey, prayer is a powerful thing. I know a lot of times, a lot of us feel like sometimes we can be alone, but whenever you hear about the stories of Jack LaCroix and his entire family, it's like, hey, you know what? You're never alone, and it's always good to be praying for somebody. So, Jack, praying for you, buddy. Love you, buddy. And Jay, thanks for being able to bring this up here on the pod.
Yeah, man, I'm so thankful. I just want to send a shout out to Jordan and Casey. I love you guys. I'm praying for you. I'm so thankful for your friendship. John, love you, buddy. It's good to talk to you on the phone. Uncle John, the uncle. I heard Jack's got a bunch of Uncle Johns, which is pretty cool. So that's awesome, man. Well, we love you guys, and Talking Ballers faithful. Just join us in sending all your love and thoughts and prayers towards Jack LaCroix and his family. We live in a broken world. We live in a world that's hurting, and more than anything, we can pray, and we can pray for each other, and we can stand behind each other, because when we really come together, that's when we see miracles happen, and they happen every day. Thanks.
Talking Ballers fans, we are back with episode number 2, season number 2. Trevor Wilt, Jordan Cannell, as we're going to be joined by Ryan Burrowes of the KCB. Let's get it, baby. All right, we are back here. Trevor Wilt, Jordan Cannell, and we are joined by Ryan Burrowes. And guys, it's our first Latin player, first international player we have ever had on the pod. Only season 2 of the pod, but there's no better way to bring in a Latin player than our man Ryan Burrowes. Ryan, welcome to the podcast, man.
Hey, appreciate it, man. It's a pretty good opportunity to be here. Just, enjoying to stay.
Yeah, of course. Hey, this is technically your second and a half-ish year, and then I know, of course, our man Jordan Cannell over here, PA announcer. Again, I'm the shiny gold vest dude on the field, if you guys don't know us. And, man, this is, again, second year kind of doing this. But we've known Ryan now for just over 2 years. Ryan actually spent a little time on the DL with us. Dude, Jordan, 20 years old.
Isn't that amazing? It amazes me how it's like, oh, man, you look and you're like, wow, he's been around for like a couple years here. And
you think they're like 25, 30, right? Or something crazy.
You look down and you're like, man, 20 years old, sky's the limit.
Dude can't even drink legally.
I know. Gosh, I'm sorry, Ryan.
I know. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, especially after an education day, I can tell you that. So guys, we are recording this after our education day game.
Yeah.
That's when my voice is almost gone. Jordan, does your voice ever just get gone, bro?
Yeah, it does, man. It does. But I've learned over the years, especially because I sing a lot too, I've learned how just like to try and really take care of it. There are times you can't help it, man. Yeah. It just happens. But you talk a lot during the games. And
I'm not very good at regulating my talk.
Well, it's not even that, man. I think it's just the amount of talking that you do.
It's also very true.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking. I mean, we both are talking all game, but you're talking more than me,
I feel like whenever I'm talking. Like, yeah. I'm talking ballers. I'm getting crazy.
Yeah, well, you're screaming half the time.
And by that, Ryan, do I ever, during the game, do you ever just, like, hear me and you're like, man, that guy's annoying. Or you're like, dude, that dude is doing way too much. Or you're like, holy crap, like Trevor is screaming so much. Is that do you ever think about that? Or are you just so laser focused? Tell me the truth though. Tell me the truth.
Most of the time I would just be like, oh, just paying attention of what you're doing is pretty amazing. How you bring people to like come participate in the mini games that you put in the field and stuff. So I just be like watching and just enjoying myself in the field, man.
Oh, look at that.
That's a great answer.
What a guy. What a guy of the people.
Yeah,
there.
That's a great answer.
That's
man.
what we love to hear, man.
It was a busy day today at the ballpark, though, man. Like 3,000 plus kids. You know, tough day for the ballers on the field, but I tell you what, man.
It happens.
It's still, it does. It's okay. It's one of those things.
It's a good squad, though.
It is a good squad. Early in the season, I feel like we have a lot of bright spots, man. And
I feel the exact same. We got some young guys kind of sprinkled in.
Yeah.
Over the past couple of years, and Ryan, you can attest to this too. We had a lot of Latin guys the last few years.
Yes.
This year, it is like probably I think there's 6-7 Venezuelan guys.
a few, yeah. There's not as many.
There's only one Dominican.
Yeah.
Who's the only Dominican on
Luis Reyes, pitcher.
Luis Reyes. Oh my gosh, yeah, and he was
He's
our
the
leading
only-
saver last year, right?
Yeah.
And then we have you, of course, which is awesome, but it is a different feeling. For
is.
Jordan, you don't have to kind of worry about all the Latin names as much.
The names that I butcher on a regular basis. I try not to, man. You know, I finally realized like last year that it's Roni and not Ronnie.
Well,
you know?
I went up to him in the dugout. I said, "What is your name?" He goes, "My name is Roni." I was like, "So it's not Ronnie?" He goes, "You can say that." I'm like, "No, what is your name, dude? Just tell me your name."
How do you say your name?
Yes, how do you say your name? What did you grow up? I guess, Ryan, well, this would be a good question for you.
Yeah.
Kind of going off script, but that's kind of what we do. Whenever Latin players come to America, do you guys sometimes feel the pressure of needing to Americanize your name?
Not really. Most of the time,
It's
pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Me that I know English and Spanish. Whenever I see how the Americans talk to the Latin players, like trying to like simplify the words and make it sound as Latin as possible, it's just funny.
I do that all the time.
It's just
and I
funny,
feel
and
so
then
bad.
and then whenever it's inverted, it's just like they're trying so hard to like pronounce the words correctly.
The Latin players are?
Yes, that I'm just laughing.
Yeah.
I'm just laughing.
I feel like
at
that's
that
what
point.
it's like me going to a Mexican restaurant, right? And I'm like, I'll have a pollo chipotle.
Yeah. Gracias, chica, or something. Like I always say, like mi hermana or something, or mi hermana, and they're like,
Do you know those? Do you know those? Like, you know, everybody has those people in your family. I can pick on my mom for a minute.
dude, my mom is that person.
It's the worst, bro. Like she'll go and she'll be like polo, polo
Felice,
polo chipotle.
Yeah. I'm like,
You know?
all right, I know you're not being racist, but you know what? This is like not making me feel
we
good
got a good
about it.
chuckle from Ryan on that one.
Yeah,
So
I'm like,
good.
dude.
That was good.
And do you feel that? I mean, do you see some of your American friends? Because again, you're a Latin player that is bilingual. We're going to talk a little bit about you growing up in Panama City, Panama, and you learning both languages. But do you feel that sometimes whenever you go out to Sabor or wherever you go out to with the guys? Do you ever see some of your American buddies saying it like that way? You're like, dude, just stop, bro.
Just stop.
No, I don't really get mad. I just be like, just. I mean, at some point they'll understand how to like speak properly.
Correct.
How to say words properly. It just takes a little bit of time.
That's awesome. I love
Yeah,
that.
I
At
mean-
least we have that.
Ryan,
We have the reassurance now.
Ryan's gonna be like the fan favorite nice guy now.
Well, he's
gonna
already
have
the
the-
fan favorite nice guy, but that's why we wanted Ryan on the pod, because we know that he is such a genuine and such a kind-hearted person, but we want everybody else to know about that. He's had a couple other interviews that he said he's talked about, but first pod. Jordan, it's pretty cool.
This is from what I remember, first podcast in America. Is that right?
Yep.
Man, I feel so honored about
I know.
that.
This is awesome, man. And guys, this is what we want to bring.
Yeah, and I think it's so cool, man. So before we dive into, I guess really dive into you, Ryan. We'll dive into like get to know him. We can just do a quick little recap of our ballers as they were away last week.
Yeah.
took four of 6, man.
Against the Lynchburg Hillcats.
Yeah,
Let's do it, baby.
And then honestly, even today's loss doesn't worry me at all.
Yes, correct.
You know, like you look
and it
around.
was such a close game for so long.
And
then a 1 inning.
It is. Yeah. It's one of those things, bro. Like when your game ends up with a position player pitching, it's one of those things where you kind of look at it and you're just like, hey, it's one of those days, boys. Baseball is a fickle animal, and she's a fickle friend.
Yeah,
and some days it's going to be your day, and some days it's just not.
Yep. And then so Mikey Kane ended up throwing a position player for the Kannapolis Cannonballers. He lobbed it. Did you see?
Everybody in the press box was just like dying laughing.
And then Ryan, we'll get your take in a second. You were at shortstop during this, but which is a lot better perspective.
It looked like an eephus pitch.
Guys, he was throwing the ball. No more than 30 miles an hour.
It was so it was like arched.
But then he ended up going submarine and throwing one like 70-something miles an hour.
He hit 84. He hit 84. He hit 84.
Did you look back?
Yeah, I was looking back the whole time, but whenever he lobbed it, he didn't even read it. I'll be like,
yes, that's right. It doesn't read it sometimes. Yeah. So whenever you saw him going to pitch, again, for you guys, it sucks. You know you're out there. You're wanting to get better. It's an individual game whenever it comes to minor league baseball. You're trying to develop yourself to get better, to get to major league level. We all understand that. Of course, you guys want to win every single game. No one likes to lose. If you go 4 for 4 at the plate, everybody else goes 0 for 22, that's okay. But whenever you're out there, it almost goes back to like a child's game. Like, oh, that's my buddy just throwing, coming in from third base. He's throwing the baseball now.
When you saw Skip coming out of the dugout holding a glove, I was like,
"Oh, I didn't see that."
We're getting ready to have a position.
That was the first time I've ever seen my manager just coming up with the glove in the hand. Yeah. I was like, "What's going on?"
I looked down. I was like, "I've never seen that either, Ryan." I was like, "This is nuts."
Did you think it was coming to you?
No.
Did you know it was not coming to you?
Yes, I knew it was coming. I knew it was Mikey because last week he ended up pitching one of the last games.
What?
Okay.
Oh, yes. I didn't know that.
Yes.
I didn't know that either.
So he's pitched now twice.
Yes, we were losing by last inning, almost like today.
By 10 plus runs?
Yes. It was pretty close, and then he just opened up last 2 innings.
Yeah.
And then they just put him to pitch last inning.
When's the last time you thrown on a mound?
I was 16.
Okay.
Wow, okay.
I was 16 last time I threw.
I mean, that's only 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Which is also crazy. Were you a good pitcher?
I was a good pitcher.
Were you?
Yes.
Did you ever think about trying to be two-way?
No.
No.
I
was
thought,
a quick answer.
So the thing is that I had 2 options. I was a pretty good pitcher back in Panama, but I was like, I'm not gonna waste any of my tools just because I can throw hard.
Right.
Okay.
So I was 16 throwing between 89 to 92, but I was fast. I had pretty good hands. I was raw power. So I was like, I'm not gonna waste any of that just because I throw hard. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of guys throw hard, but not everybody can do that.
Speaking of, you do have really quick hands, bro. Like that line drive you hit to short today.
Yeah.
Like that, I thought the ball was by you, and then you still pulled it, and I was like, how in the world? And you not only pulled it, you got a hold of it. It was just
you can't teach it. Those are things you can't teach.
It was just right at somebody. It's just one of those. Yeah, it's bat speed, dude, nuts. It's crazy.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, and
that's cool.
And I mean, you're 20 years old, and you signed with the White Sox when you were 17.
Correct.
Man, what was that like?
I mean, it was I would say not a dream come true, but maybe one step forward.
Okay.
Because I was looking forward to signing. If it wasn't, and when I was 16, 17, I'll probably just be studying at college and maybe getting into the draft at some point. But it was pretty nice knowing that I was pretty young, trying to play professional and just build my career up.
So for you guys, whenever you are, so again, this is the first time ever talking to an international prospect. Whenever you are doing that, is there every single team coming after you? Because of course in our Major League Baseball draft, it's most of the teams are coming after you. You know if you're getting first, second, third round, whatever that may be. Right, I guess there's up to 20 rounds now. Do you feel that? Did you feel that pressure? Hey, these guys are doing this, or was the White Sox the team that you wanted?
So when I was younger, what happened is that whenever you're 10, 11, 10, all the scouts, they're already scouting you, and you're like 10, 11 years old. Like you cannot sign a contract till you're 16.
You don't even have hair on your chest whenever you're 10.
Yes,
I can say a few other things that you don't have whenever you're 10, 11 years old.
They be just checking out players 11, 12 years old.
Wow.
And then seeing like if they improve till they get 15, 14, and then they make a contract, just verbal contract. See like, oh, I'm gonna give you this amount of money.
Okay.
For you to play with my association or my MLB team, and then you say like yes or no, but it's just a verbal contract. That money wise, that can change. If you do better, it can increase, and if you do worse, then it could just go down.
Wow.
Yeah. So when I was like 11, 12, I had one game. I was batting and I saw back. It was like 11, 12 different scouts just filming me.
Wow.
And then I did not feel any pressure because whenever you play the game, because it makes you have fun, besides going 0 for 4, 0 for 5 with like 5 strikeouts and doing a mess, and then you're making 1 error or 2. But besides that, it's just like the game you love, the game you came up playing with. I've been playing ball since I'm 3 years old.
Wow.
So like it's pretty good to have people watching you be like, oh, he's good, so they see talent in me. So it makes me feel better. You know what I'm saying? Even though if in 1 week I do bad, it just makes me feel better that I'm right here and not in Panama.
So now, like when you're playing in those leagues, are they like local leagues where you're playing, or are they?
Yes,
So
they were like national leagues. It's
Okay.
just like I'll compare it to college baseball,
Okay.
but instead of universities or college, it would be more like, okay, Arizona is going to play against Kansas, and then Kansas is going to play against North Carolina. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like it would be like high school age kids from those areas making up a team.
Yes.
Okay.
So it'll go like Williamsport.
Right.
U10, under 10, under 12, under 14, under 16, under 18.
Yeah.
There's all the kind of leagues that we have in Panama. It's the same thing. It just sometimes you're gonna see somebody like he's 15 or 14 playing in the under 18 just because he's better.
Right.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, I would say that's definitely a different culture than the United States, like travel ball.
Yeah.
Like you don't see scouts at like 10 and 11 U travel ball.
Correct.
You
I
know?
mean, yeah. Maybe
I think
16, 17.
I think that does speak volumes as to the quality of baseball that comes out of Latin America.
Yeah, that's very true.
You know,
And a lot of people look down on Panama. When again, I don't know a whole heck of a lot about Panama. I'll be honest with you, and I've already been candid with you about it. I know about the Panama Canal. That's about it. And Mariano Rivera, and then Ryan Burrowes as well. What's the intensity, like the seriousness of baseball? Like, does everyone want to play baseball over there? That's like an athletic 10, 11, 12, 13-year-old male? Is that how that is? Or is like, I mean, you guys are in a beautiful area, which we're going to get into, because honestly, I don't know if it's beautiful. Wikipedia said it was beautiful, so I'm going to say what Wikipedia says. But right near the beach, and volleyball's big, soccer's big, but is baseball like something like Jordan was saying, is it still kind of competitive?
Yes, it is very competitive. Most of the time throughout the year, we have different leagues, different stuff that's going on. But the bigger side of baseball in Panama is when it's almost the end of the year, like November, December. We have the Pro League there. And then after the Pro League, we have the Under 18 League. And then after the Under 18 League, then we have like the Older Guys League. Same teams.
Almost like a senior league?
Yes.
Okay.
Almost like a senior league, yes. So it'd be like same teams. I would say same provinces. That's what we call them.
Yeah.
Right.
Same provinces. But they're just like 30, 35.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Are they like ex-major league players or anything like that? Or
Not
are they
a bunch.
always
Not a
stay in Panama?
bunch. Not a bunch. But there's a couple that they signed. They played a few years in pro ball. Then they got released and they just kept playing baseball.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome.
That's incredible.
I love that.
I think like for me, man, like I'm curious, like you talked about, like, you know, did you have any colleges coming after you, like American colleges coming after you?
I did
Correct.
not.
You're allowed to do that.
Wow.
I did not.
Not at all.
No, not at all.
That's so shocking.
Is it So is it completely like out of the norm for someone? Because again, Panama, you can technically be a college baseball player. Yeah. Is that? Did you have any buddies doing that?
Well, I've known probably like one or two that they left Panama when they were like 13 and they just stayed here in the States and they got picked from the draft. There was a pitcher, he was top 1 prospect for Cleveland for like 5 years. A pitcher, they were saying that he had the best four-seam fastball in all the MLB teams.
Really?
Yes. His four-seam fastball was probably better than Paul Skeens right now.
Wow.
But the injuries just he couldn't be on the field.
They got to.
Yeah.
They got to.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So you would expect a lot more, wouldn't you?
Well, dude, I'm sitting here thinking like if I'm a college coach listening to this podcast, I'm gonna go find the next Ryan Burrowes in Panama, sign him, get him an NIL deal. You know,
Come on. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's pretty good players back there, pretty good buddies of mine. They were my age when I signed, and I thought they were gonna sign, but they never got the opportunity.
Wow.
They never gave him a chance to be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna give you a chance, even though we don't have any money to pay you, but most of us we just want a chance.
Yeah.
To just like prove ourselves wrong.
Yeah.
Like if we're bad, just release us.
Yeah.
If we're good and we have something to prove, then we're gonna prove some stuff.
I like that.
Man, did you have any like baseball idols or any like maybe we can expand that question, like just like sports idols growing up, like that you really are just like, man, I really aspire, like I like their character, I like the way they carry themselves, I like the way they go about their skills and how they do that. Do you have anybody like that?
So this is actually one of the things that I was talking about like probably like a week ago with some of the teammates. They asked me like, "Oh, what's your favorite player? What's your favorite baseball player?" I'm like, "I don't have one." And they'd be like, "Oh, how come you don't have one?" I'm like, "Dude, my favorite player is me." You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
But I'm just
kidding.
kidding. But I was telling them, dude, I love different qualities from different players.
Yeah.
So I would say, oh, I like how Trey Turner plays the base running style of the game.
Yeah.
I like how much pop this Aaron Judge has. And I will have picking some stuff from different players and like make my own player. You know what I'm saying?
Make my own player. He's an MLB The Show guy right here. That's what he is.
In real life, dude.
Just in real life. Okay,
Yeah.
I like that. So what about defensively? Because again, you're like he was talking about.
I would say defensively,
Yeah.
one of the for me, one of the best shortstops I've ever seen play. It's Andrelton Simmons.
Oh my gosh, I'm giving you a high five.
Andrelton Simmons.
I literally was going to
Wow.
stop you. I was going to say,
me-
I hope you say Andrelton Simmons. He,
As-
to me,
as
is the greatest shortstop of all freaking time, and I don't care. I'll
For
take that
me-
to the bank.
I think it's just because we're Braves guys.
I know, but hold on, keep talking. We'll let a professional shortstop.
For me, like I don't really watch too much baseball.
Yeah.
My dad always gets mad at me because he's saying like, I mean, you play baseball. Why don't you watch some baseball games and try to learn from it? And I'm like, dude, I spend more than half of my day playing baseball. I don't want to watch baseball anymore.
Yeah, like 12 hours a day playing. Yeah.
I don't want to even watch baseball. I don't even want to know about baseball anymore after I'm out of the stadium.
Yeah.
But sometimes whenever it's postseason, then I start watching some games, some innings. So because in the postseason is where you can learn more, not in
Yeah,
the regular
sure.
season. Because the
Yeah.
postseason's every team's on the table.
Are you
Everything's on the
a
table.
World Baseball Classic guy? Do you enjoy watching it?
Not that much.
Really? Oh,
Not that
man,
much.
I love the World Baseball Classic.
I mean, it's just different because it's like having a all-star team from each country.
Right.
That's one of like the beautiful things.
Yeah.
You can see Mike Trout with Aaron Judge with Trey Turner,
Yeah.
and then you can see all these other pitchers
Yeah.
like Clayton Kershaw, and then all in the same team.
Yeah.
Things that you cannot see when it's the regular season.
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't really watch too much baseball.
Sure.
I like watching more highlights
Okay.
of the games.
There we go. Anderson Simmons, I'm telling you, he's got I think it's for Atlanta Braves.
Yes.
It's a 19-minute, 27-second long video on YouTube. If you guys haven't seen it, guys, I've watched it probably over 200 times. I'm the biggest Anderson Simmons fan almost of all time. I
Wow.
love Anderson Simmons.
Man, so for me, like when I think about like I never played shortstop. I was always a first baseman. Never had the body for baseball, but I gave it everything, bro. Like I loved playing baseball. I peaked athletically when I was 12 years old.
There we go. Hey, he was getting scouted at 12 years old. So you would have been right there, bro. I was doing a lot of different things at 12.
But my favorite player growing up was Nomar Garciaparra. Oh. So he was a shortstop, but he was my favorite player.
So quick. His hands, especially whenever he's switching his batting gloves between every pitch.
Dude.
He's the reason for the pitch clock.
Yeah.
And then
hands down, single-handedly brought on the pitch clock rule.
Yeah, 100%. And then one of the other players that I really like is Brandon Crawford.
Oh man,
love San Francisco.
That's a good one. Oh yeah, dude. Straight defensive guy. Yeah.
I was watching. Sometimes I would just watch highlights of him doing crazy plays and trying to see sometimes I'm at short and I get a ball that I don't really know what to do with it. It's a difficult play. It's a double play, and I'm already past second base. How can I flick it to second base? Then I'll be like, Crawford was doing that in practice.
Oh yeah, with his glove. Yeah,
he was just like, hey coach, just feed me some ground balls. I'm gonna make some sick plays right here in practice.
Yeah,
and he was just throwing backhand, no look, ground pass.
Yeah,
and then you can learn from it though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And then you practice a couple of times, and then you be like, oh. Now it's part of my game.
And it kind of shows in your game. You've seen that. I think we've seen that a few times. The glove flips, and then you're not afraid to throw from your ankle or throw from your calf muscle if you need to from shortstop, which is cool, which I absolutely love. So, we kind of talked about some of your idols right there. What about family? Like family, friends. Talk to us about the Burrowes family. First off, if you're comfortable about doing it.
100%.
But would that be brothers, sisters,
parents? Want to know something crazy about it?
Yeah, let's talk.
I'm literally, of my very close blood-related family, I'm the only ball player. Nobody else plays ball.
Really?
Yes.
That's pretty rare, right?
What's everyone else do?
Dude, they were just enjoying their lives.
So no other athletes, really?
No.
Do you have brothers, sisters?
I have a sister, yes. Older than me.
She, older?
Yes. She's pretty, just like a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Back in Panama?
Yes, back in Panama. Yes.
Is your whole family still back in Panama? Anybody ever come over to the States?
Well, so my extended family, they're from Houston.
Okay.
So I have a couple family in Houston, Washington.
Okay.
I think I have a cousin in Chicago. I have a cousin in Arizona.
Nice.
Yeah, but most of them, they're like in very, very close to Texas. Very close to Texas.
Okay, yeah. Yes. It's a good spot. Everything's bigger in Texas, man. Even the
Texas
Panama.
Is great, man. So that's pretty interesting. So in your whole family, you're the only ball player.
Yes.
You have one sister.
Yes.
She lives back in Panama.
I do have a cousin. Sorry to interrupt, but I do have a cousin that he signed. He was a pitcher, but he got released like 2 or 3 years after.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And then he never played ball again.
Okay.
But like right now, I have I would say like he's my I'll always take care of him like if he's my nephew. He's like 10, and he's nasty. He's nasty. Yes, he's nasty.
So what position does he play?
Yes.
Shortstop?
Yeah.
Come on. He wants to be just like his big cousin.
It's in the Burrowes blood.
I love it. The Burrowes blood.
And then,
that sounds good, too.
That might be the title of this episode.
Burrowes blood. Yeah, people would be like, what are y'all talking about? It's like a horror film. That's awesome.
But the crazy thing is that I already mentioned this. I started playing when I was 3 years old, right?
Yeah.
But the crazy thing is that my mom, I was just a crazy kid. I was a crazy kid. I was always misbehaving.
Really?
I was running around, throwing things, making a mess. And I think it was one of my mom's uncles. She told him like, hey, just put him play baseball. Just drain his energy. And then I remember one of the first time I went to the baseball field, I just sat down on the floor and make a pile of dirt.
Oh, you're one of those kids. You're one of those losers back then. Like, who's picking the flowers?
In America, we put those kids in the outfield.
Yeah, we put you in right field. We don't put you at shortstop.
They were putting me at third, and I was just right next to the bag, just piling dirt right there in the back.
Hot corner, man, just taking it off the cheek.
But then as I was growing up, I was doing like pretty good, making diving plays at like 6 years old, and then from then it just took off, man.
It's because he was building mounds up of dirt, so the diving plays, they were just going to the dirt. He was grabbing it. No, it's all, I mean, a comeback story right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool. That's really awesome, man. I love that.
Man, Ryan, so have you found any good Panamanian food here in North Carolina?
Ooh.
No?
Nope.
Is
not
that even
yet.
a thing?
Nope.
Again, I feel like I'm going to sound so ignorant. Like, so that's not even a thing, though?
Here?
Like, you're not going to find Panamanian
No.
food here? Is it
I don't think-
Panamanians?
Panamanians.
Panamanian, and then
yeah.
you're not going to find that type of food around here?
Nope.
If me and Jordan were to go to Panama,
Yes.
what type of food are we eating? Is it just like every other Latin country?
That's a
Are we
great question.
Look,
are we doing
we have
beans, rice? What are we doing?
So the thing is that Panama, it's like one of the things that people love about Panama is the diversity.
Oh, okay.
Because we have people from every single country just come and they stay there. They make their retirement life there.
It's a very welcoming
yes.
country.
Like
okay,
we have,
there's a lot of
you can
Americans
see
that go there.
you can see Asian people, African people,
Yeah.
people from like Spain, France,
Wow.
people from the States. You can see people from Venezuela,
Is that what
Dominicans.
you call us? People from the States?
No.
We probably get those.
No, I just don't.
Stupid
I just
Americans.
I just don't like to say Americans because it just feels like pretty generalized.
Oh,
I would
that's
just
so
rather
true.
say the states instead of before like saying the USA or the United States. I just go with the states.
Yeah,
I like that too, dude. If I went to France, I'm like, yeah, I'm from the States.
Right.
I feel like that sounds
Yeah.
a lot cooler than saying, yeah, I'm from America. If you tell someone from France or from America, they're probably gonna pee on you.
They don't. Yeah,
But,
it's not
yeah.
a very well received. It's not a very well received nationality when you say I'm from America.
Yes.
It's the automatic look of yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you're one of those
Yeah.
guys.
You're
Yeah.
one of those.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
from the States, I'm gonna start using that. If I ever go, I don't ever go out of the country.
You
But
know, speaking of like, I think it's cool you said that. So I'm a big like U.S. soccer fan too.
Yeah.
They just started putting states across their like warm ups, and they did that because of that.
Really?
Yeah. So they took like it used to have like USA,
Yes.
and now it just says states.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. Look
Yeah.
at Ryan was behind in his game. No, he was ahead of his game.
Ahead of
Honestly.
his
You're
time.
probably saying this, ahead of the time for. So, all right? So we talked a little bit about the food over there.
Yeah.
We don't really have to talk about drinks or anything because you're not 21, so technically you don't know anything about drinks.
Hold on.
Wait.
Whoa, I want to go back to food. here.
Oh,
Obviously.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I was just gonna be me. We're gonna
George's
go
like,
back to
I'm a
food,
big food guy.
Hey, what's your favorite food like from home?
I like that.
Sancocho.
Sancocho.
Yes.
Talk to me.
Did I
In
say that
English,
right?
please.
That's
in English.
that's like one of the best dishes you can get.
Sancocho.
It's just a pretty basic dish. You can get it like chicken. It's like a chicken soup,
Okay.
but it has different veggies, and you eat it with white rice.
Mm.
And especially when it's peak summer, you
Oh.
gotta eat it.
Oh, that
You
sounds
gotta eat it.
delicious. Dude.
Wait, so soup in peak summer is good in Panama?
Yes.
I feel like if you
that's
gave me
that's
soup
like
during the
I know
summer,
right? I know
I'd
right?
smack you.
Yeah, I know right? But like that's how we are. I don't know why.
It's
But
just
like
good.
whenever we were growing up, moms they just speak like the worst day to make soup,
But it was so good.
but it's good. You'd be like, "Oh, this soup's amazing," and then all your sweat is going down the soup.
You good to go.
So it's sancocho.
Yes, sancocho. Yes,
Sancocho.
So there's no way, like, when's the last time you've had sancocho?
like 4 months ago.
Okay.
Okay, because you do go back.
4 or 5 months ago.
So because you do go back to
Yes.
Panama. Because I know a lot of Latin players that whenever they come here,
They
they'll
just-
just
yeah, stay.
they'll be like, hey, I'm just gonna stay in Arizona, or I'm just gonna
Yeah.
go to Florida, and because I mean sometimes
Yeah.
you're only there for 6 months and then
Yeah.
you're back here. So
Yeah.
why go back? You enjoy going back.
Yes, 100%.
And do you
Yes.
think even whenever your baseball career ends, whether that be 5, 10, 15, 20 years, will you want to live back in Panama?
Yes, I'll probably have, if I become a very successful player, I'd rather have my home back in Panama and my home here in the States. Just because I want to be like pretty close to my family there
Yeah.
and family here. Because
Sure.
I have family both sides, but I don't want to be like, oh, I'm just gonna stay in there, and then I have to travel here. Probably just get the American citizenship, so I can come in whatever I want.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because technically, Panama, again, forgive me in my ignorance, Panama, you can technically come in and out, correct? Or
We
no?
need a visa.
So you do still
You
need
mean like
your
to
visa.
the United States?
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
it's
still
not like it's not like Puerto Rico.
not like Puerto Rico. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's not like Puerto Rico at all. I know.
Yeah.
Excuse me for my ignorance right there, because I understand that of course there's a bunch of different. But for your, of course, playing reasons, you can stay here. I've always wondered that. Like during the off season,
Yes.
you don't have to go back. You can stay here
Yeah, I can stay here.
no matter because of your work visa
Yes.
through the White Sox.
Yes.
Is that like in the contract that you sign, or how does that work? Do you even know? It's okay. If you don't.
To be honest, I don't. I would say I don't know,
Okay.
because if I say something, I'd probably be lying to you.
Yeah, you're good. You're fine.
So-
and again, I know people are going to be listening. Like Trevor, you know nothing about how this works,
It's
but
it's hard because like one of those things like just stuff that a lot of people don't think about.
yeah,
You know.
like there's so many guys that will end up playing in the Arizona Fall League. I'm like, the dude's from Cuba. Is he like? Does he like? So as soon as the season ends, he doesn't have to go back, or there's like. I mean, why not? He should be able to stay here and
Yeah.
play baseball like he should, and they do.
Yeah.
But I always wonder, like, on the back end.
Well, even like geopolitically, man, it was hard for Cuban players to even get to the U.S.
Especially
not
as
too-
last
not
4 or 5
too-
years,
yeah,
dude, it's been
not-
crazy.
Not too long ago, and now
Yeah.
it's like it's a different, But so another thing about Panama, man, like how cool is the Panama Canal?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like you see pictures and you see like, oh, it looks pretty nice. The ships are big and stuff, but whenever you're there, it's a whole different story.
Wow.
Whole
And
different
you're
story.
like, I mean, Panama City, I mean, it runs, I was looking it up. I was trying to
Yeah.
do my best. I mean, it runs right through
I'm
it
like,
all, right?
so like, there's like 3, if I'm not wrong, there's like 3 different, like, I would say like gates.
Okay.
Yeah,
like
like the
gates.
locks or whatever. Yeah.
So there's one, name is Miraflores,
Ooh,
right?
Like that.
There's the other one that's in a province named Colon, right? And then I think there's one more.
Okay.
But all of those, we call them exclusas. That's how we call them.
Exclusas.
Exclusas. Yes. I don't. At the top of my head, I don't
Like
know
what it
like the
translates to?
translate this
Yeah.
translation to it. But I would say just what like the gates. But there's one of them like 25, 30 minutes from my house.
Okay,
Wow.
cool.
Yes.
So you're seeing these ginormous ships.
Yes, like you can go take a drive, 25 minutes, and you can go over the bridge, and you can go over the Panama Canal. You can see all the big ships coming through, the cargo ships. You can see the ferries, like trains transporting all the cargoes and stuff. It's pretty cool, man.
All right, couple more questions about Panama, and then we'll get to actual baseball. I know the people probably wonder, hey, are y'all going to talk about baseball? Yes, but like, yeah, first international play, I think this is awesome.
yeah.
So, so the Panama City itself, again, right on the water, correct? Were you born? How far away were you from like the beach? Is it the beach? What is that?
So each province has like their own thing.
Okay.
So like Panama City, far from the beach, like a pretty good beach, I'll say like hour and 30 minutes.
Okay. That's not bad at all.
But every pretty good beach is plus an hour. Plus
Okay.
an hour far from Panama City.
Okay.
Panama City doesn't have like that much of pretty good beaches.
Is it the capital of Panama?
Yes.
Okay, that makes a lot of
Yes.
sense. Okay.
Yes. There's a lot of buildings and stuff.
Okay.
There's not that much room for like beaches and stuff.
Gotcha.
But like if you go to the other parts, you go like to where the farms are, or you go to like to the ends, or you go to like the provinces that they're like right on the water. Like let's say there's one Colon. Colon's like right on the water, and those beaches are like amazing, man. Like clear water, white sand. You can see tortoises, fishes just swimming right next to your feet.
Sounds amazing.
Would it be a
Yeah.
good place of vacation?
Yeah, 100%.
Panama would.
Yeah, 100%.
Panama. So what is the number one vacation place you think in Panama? Would it be
It's
Panama City or is
pretty-
it?
So it just depends. Like if you want to go to see, like, I would say like, oh, you want to see trees and stuff, like vegetation and stuff.
Yeah.
Panama City is not for you.
Okay.
Just go like to the other provinces. You can see horses, you can see cows, you can see chickens, you can see more stuff. You can see waterfalls, whatever you want, rivers. You can get into the rivers if you want to.
That's cool.
But if you want to go like probably like more active place, then you gotta go to Panama City. There's plenty of fun things to do there.
Okay. Sounds like almost like the New York City-ish of Panama.
Yeah.
Jordan, do you know about Panama?
No, man, I've never been. I know a little bit of like geographically about it and culturally. Just I'm enjoying learning. You know,
I know it's near Costa Rica, and I've always wanted to go to Costa Rica my entire life.
My wife had the chance to go to Costa Rica.
No way, Jen got to go.
Jenna got to go. Yeah, she went twice, I think. And
What?
She's been to Spain too. Like she's been on these cool like mission trips and stuff. But she said in Costa Rica, you know, she was like I think that was interesting what he was talking about with like the food. She went to order rice and beans, and they bring her like pinto beans and rice, and not like where we would think like, oh, everything is like the Mexican food, like refried.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And so she was like, I didn't like it.
I didn't like it at all.
Yeah, but like pretty much we have pretty good islands too. Like 45 minutes on like a I will not say a yacht.
Yeah.
Like in boat, you go 45 minutes. There's a pretty good beach. Everybody just hangs around.
awesome.
You can stay at the island also, but it's pretty expensive because it's an island. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Also, we have like a volcano like at the end of Panama, like at the top. So like Panama is like an S.
Yeah.
So near Costa Rica, in like the border,
Yeah.
we have a volcano. It's inactive, but it's a pretty sick place to go, man.
Oh, that's so cool.
Maybe going to Panama, see my boy Ryan Burrowes.
And one more thing.
All right, let's keep going.
If you are a person that likes flowers, in between like first 2 weeks of January, there's a thing like it's like the Festival of Flowers in Panama, pretty close to like where the volcano is.
Yeah.
It's just a place like you can look it up, man. It's just a place where they grow flowers of every kind,
Wow.
purple flowers, yellow flowers, blue flowers.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to see, you just go there and there's a lot of flowers, man.
Did you ever pick up some of those flowers, go take it to a girl?
No.
Oh my gosh, that's the perfect date spot, bro.
You can't touch them.
Oh, you
You
can't.
can't touch them. That's the thing. You can't
well,
touch
that's
them.
no fun.
So what about you get any cleat inspiration from the color of those flowers?
No.
No.
No, yeah, about to
No.
say, dude, yeah, that would be legendary.
Like it'd be cool. Like what a cool story if you're like, yeah, man, I was at this festival of flowers in my home and I saw this yellow flower and I was like, I need a pair of cleats that yellow.
Dude, if you ever make it to the show, that should be like,
if I ever make it to the show, I'll probably have a pretty sick lineup of cleats.
Let's go.
oh yeah, no,
I'll have different type of Jordans of whatever kind, all the colors, man.
I love it.
With like probably like things that not many people know about Panama. Probably like things like I don't know, like you said, like the flowers. Maybe
The flowers would be so cool.
maybe
to have
maybe
that.
maybe
Oh
have a
my
cleat
gosh.
that like it just inspires one of the, like let's say an eagle, because in Panama the signature animal is an eagle.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Hey, America, baby, come on, we got
But it's a
that bald
different
eagle.
eagle. But it's a different eagle.
Okay,
It's a
yes, you got
different
the
eagle.
bald-
It's
okay.
not the same. It's not the same. It's a different eagle. It's a different eagle. And probably maybe who knows?
No,
Is it like an albatross? Is that kind of eagle it is?
what's an albatross? I know it. I know what albatross in golf is. Yeah,
No, I need to look
It's
it up
kind
real
of like
quick.
so ours like in America it's like the bald eagle.
Correct.
And then but there's eagles that are bigger. Like you have the albatross, which is like and then I think there's another one that's even bigger.
And I guess that's why they call it. They go birdied eagle
Yeah.
to albatross when they actually go golfing and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
I guess I've never really even seen an albatross. I never realized why they call it an albatross.
They're
other
very
than that.
rare. I know that. Like you don't just see them, you know, like
Dude, I mean, I'm
So
a big
the
fan of
eagle
animals.
is the harpy eagle.
harpy. Okay.
Harpy eagle. The
Okay.
harpy eagle. Yes.
How cool.
That's
man.
that's our signature.
That's awesome.
There's no
we
shot.
have it like so we have our like flag and stuff, but like our emblem, how do you
Yeah.
say it? Emblem?
Yeah, emblem.
Your
Yeah,
crest.
emblem or
Emblem.
crest or
Crest.
something
the
like
crest.
that. Yeah.
There's like stars. Those stars on the top means the provinces.
Okay.
And then in the crest you can see all like the story of Panama.
Hmm.
Yes.
It's so cool.
Beautiful.
It's
America
like,
stinks. I'm just kidding. I'm just
No,
kidding. I
it's-
love America,
it's-
but no, Panama
it's
seems
very,
awesome.
it's very. It's like with our flag. The stars represent the 50 states.
Yeah,
The red and white stripes.
That's a good point, yeah.
It's the same. It's very cool, man. Symbolism. But Ryan, I think for us, man, like when we have talked to people about we get these things that come up: high character, generous,
yeah.
big heart. Who did you learn that from?
My dad, 100%. My dad taught me well, 100%.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Always close to your dad, I'm guessing.
Yes. Just because in 2012, sadly, my mom passed due to cancer.
Really? Oh,
So
sorry, bro.
it was just like from 2012 on, it was just like me, my sister, and my dad. You know what I'm saying? So we were both my sister and I were pretty close to him. I mean, it's just hard now because I'm here, she's working, he's
Yeah.
working, and it's like hard to like maintain that like closeness. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, we're pretty close, man.
Shucks,
Pretty
man.
close.
So whenever your mom passed, if you don't mind, you mind talking? I mean, I don't want to talk.
Yeah, no.
but-
I don't really care. I also have a tattoo on my arm.
Oh,
that
really?
reminds me
What's
of
the
her.
tat? Do you mind?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you're
Look.
showing it to us. We can't show it to everybody else. But
I have
Oh, that's
I have
beautiful.
my
Oh
mom's
my-
eyes tatted on my arm.
bro,
my
that's
forearm.
incredible.
That's beautiful, bro.
And so,
And then I have a picture of me and my dad tatted on the other side of my forearm.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
that's incredible. So, whenever you were, I mean, wait, you said and she passed away. What year was that?
2012.
2012.
Yes.
So that means you were 7 years old, bro?
8.
8
I
years
was
old.
8.
Wow.
Yes. Sadly, she passed the same day of my sister's birthday.
Oh wow.
Oh my goodness.
So it was pretty
Did
rough.
you guys? Again, I mean, did you guys? Was it a long time? Was she going through this battle for a while? Was it
Yes.
quick? Okay,
Yeah,
it was a long time.
like for me, it just took like 2 years, maybe like 1 year.
And whenever you're that
2.
young, it's
Yeah. I mean, I understood pretty good like how serious the thing was,
yeah.
but I just felt like nothing that I can do is gonna take her back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just gotta move on, not forget her, but like just move on and continue with my life.
Correct.
And part of the things that I still play baseball is because of her, because she was the one that made me play baseball, right?
Oh,
So now she passed, and I'm just like, man, it's just like a dream that I'm trying to like get to, but it's not like only my dream; it was her dream too. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So again,
So I have pretty good like confidence in me that I'm gonna get there,
yeah,
but at the same time, it's just like not because just for me or for my family, just also for her.
yeah.
Because I bet she would love to see me playing in the big leagues. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
oh yeah, dude. She's looking down, and that's so cool, man. And so again, Jay asked the question. So your dad is like the baseball driven part, but it sounds like your mom is like, or no, it sounds like your mom is the baseball driven part of it, right?
Yeah, like
and then your
she
dad
is
is the heart.
So like
beat of it.
she made me. They suggest her. She put me to play baseball, and then after she passed, my dad was always with me, taking me to practice, taking me to improve, to like get more ABs,
Yeah,
train a little bit more, get more grounders, get more fly balls. Cause I used to play outfield too back then, before signing, and
that's because they want to make you to stop building the dirt mounds at third base. So they're like, get him in the outfield. He needs to be picking daisies
that's
in the
one of the
outfield.
things. That's
Yeah.
one of the things that in Panama, in Panama happens. I don't know. Probably I'll say most Latin places do it. When you're young, they put you in every single position, just so you can have like a pretty good like amount of like I would say like
They want you to get enough reps at
Yes.
each of
Yes.
each of the spots just to make sure you know what
Yes.
you're good at, or they
Yes.
can know what you're good at.
yes, or like maybe you can play more than one position.
Gotcha.
So like if they don't want to get rid of your bat, and they already have 2 shortstops, they can put you play center field,
Gotcha.
and they still have your bat.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's so cool, bro. So it seems like every single day you're playing with something more than just yourself. You're
Yeah,
playing
yeah,
with someone
100%.
who is more than just that. And
Yeah.
I know that you're a man of your faith as well. I love seeing you in the prayer circle before
Yes.
the games down there. Me and Jordan, we always talked about it last year
Yeah.
as well, about seeing how big the prayer circle
Yeah,
got. Again,
yeah.
we are doing this at a church, and it's not the church that I go to. Of course, Jordan is one of the pastors here at the church and one of the worship leaders. And it's cool seeing you guys in it. I know you got your crosses on your earrings as well, and that's really cool knowing that even something that hardship though for you, was 100%. Able to bring you closer to the Lord, to your family, everybody, and make you a better ball player. I feel like as well, right?
After that happened, that helped me mature a little bit faster. Made me realize how really life is. Sometimes you have to value more and stuff. Also, I remember that. Where was it? I remember that my dad told me one time. He said that you have to value the things that you most love, because you don't know when they're not gonna be there for you anymore. Right?
That's good.
That's good. That's real good.
And then he told me, like, he made me mature faster.
Yeah.
Just because he will talk to me like real life talk. Be like, hey, I know you don't want to hear this, but you got to do better if you want to play professional, because there's gonna be plenty of men out there training harder than you or being better than you, and you gotta beat them at every single thing possible.
Yeah.
So I was 13 hearing those words. And now I understand them. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I can just say it back.
Yeah. Oh, this is awesome.
Man, that's really...
It's just like motivation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because also I'm rocking number 20, and that's my mom's birthday.
Okay. That's awesome.
And you've had 20 the last 2 years now?
No. So...
Or did you not get it last year?
So last year I had 2. Because remember, I didn't start here. I got 2.
That's right.
And then I got a 4-day... injury that I went back to Arizona, and when I came back, I was rocking the 15. But I wanted to get the 17 last year because that's my date. But this year, I was like, you know what? I was the first one to see the list. I had the option to pick whatever number I wanted to because every number was available. But I just picked 20 because I was like, you know what? This season's going to be different. It's not going to be like about me. It's going to be about the things that true matter. That they mattered most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's too good, man.
Well, guys, that's been the podcast. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, that's what we could probably end there.
Ryan, man, I think that's really cool, man. And what a cool way to honor your mom, bro.
Yeah.
And I think that's really, that's what it's all about, bro. That's the stuff. That's the juice. That's the marrow, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
And so you're bilingual. You
Yes.
you interpret for a lot of players, which is really cool.
Thank you.
So how has that helped you kind of transition to playing ball here in America? Like, kind of being able to be that guy that's in between both worlds.
I mean, it's just like an advantage.
Yeah,
at most,
for sure.
It just helps me understand a little bit more about like advanced things. That let's say, what's the count? 3-2. Yeah, but there's some things that people don't look, like percentages, probabilities that we do in court, in the dugout, or prior to meetings. We just go there and be like, he throws this pitch in this count. So when we go out there and we get to the same count, we already have in mind what's it gonna do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, man. And so you're able, sometimes we'll see you whenever there's a mound visit going up between a Latin player and then an English-speaking player. You'll come up from shortstop and you're like, I got you. I'll come up. Yeah, so like you doing that, do you think that you help your players feel more comfortable by doing that? Because then if it wasn't for you, I mean, the White Sox would literally have to hire another person. They would have to hire a translator to come out and do it. Is that sometimes a burden on you? Do you ever feel that way or
not really? Okay. Not really. I just feel like, I'm just a people guy.
Correct.
Whenever I can help one, I just do it. At the end of the road, life pays you back at the end of the road.
Yeah.
So like I'd rather be a pretty good teammate. Just whenever somebody asks me like, hey, how can I say this in Spanish? I'll be like, hey, you gotta say this and this and this. Or in Spanish-speaking player goes like, hey, how can I say this in English? Because he's not understanding me. Be like, you got to say this and that. Just being a good teammate, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the end of the day, those are the guys that you see every day. probably not your friends at all.
Correct.
Because it's like the first year you play with them. It's not like you know them your whole life.
Correct.
But at the end of the day, you play more than 130 games with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, also, as soon as you go up in levels, those are the same dudes that are going to go up with you.
Right.
So, like, you have to just be a good teammate with them.
Yeah.
Even if sometimes probably you're going to fight with them.
Correct.
Because it's going to happen.
And it happens every year.
It's going to happen. You're going to have a fight with them, or maybe you don't agree with something, or maybe you don't talk with him because of how he is. But at the end of the day, we're all teammates. And
you wish the best for him.
Yes.
He's got to do the same for you.
Yes. I mean, even if he don't wish the same to me, I'm wishing the best for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I feel like we all do the same thing with probably Jordan, his coworkers, me and my coworkers. Like, hey, bro, we're not seeing eye to eye right now, and we probably won't see eye to eye for the next 3 weeks. But I want you to do well, and then I hope that you don't come over and rip off my shirt and my hat and make me look like a complete dummy in front of everybody. I think we all kind of go through that, so it's kind of cool even knowing that you guys are doing that as well. And that's just so awesome, though. There's knowing how awesome you are with that. And I'll just speak to a quick story. I remember there was one day where I think it was Roney. He was our player of the game, and I vividly remember. I think you went. I'm not. I feel bad to dog. I think you went like 0 for 3 with like 0 for 4 like 3 Ks. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to ask Ryan to do this. It was just one of your off nights, and then but Roney had such a good night, and he went like 4 for 4, like 2 doubles, 4 RBIs. I'm like, I want to interview him so bad. And then someone told me, they're like, hey, no, ask Ryan. Like he'll do it. I think it was Miss Fugit, or it might have been even Eli. He's like, hey, Ryan's a good guy. He'll do it. And you stepped up and you did the interview with me. I was like, that's a good dude right there.
Yeah, man.
If someone came up and asked me to interpret, I'd be like, screw you, bro. I'm going to throw a bat at you and I'm getting the heck out of here. But that was pretty awesome. I enjoyed that. Maybe we'll get Jordan. We got to teach Jordan a little bit of Spanish, and then we'll...
Oh, man. I'm not even going to try. I was going to say something, but I was like, no, I'm not going to try.
No, so Jordan's not bad when we host the USA versus like Chinese Taipei. Mm-hmm. This dude... you can't speak Chinese, but you are pretty good.
I learned Taiwanese.
Taiwanese, sorry. So like that's
so that was crazy, bro. Like these names, like you think like it's gonna say something.
Can you give us
a
like
certain way?
Do you remember any?
So like the U's sounded like O's.
Do you remember any names?
Oh yeah. There's one guy on Columbia that's Taiwanese.
What?
Hyung
Chun. Yeah.
He's Korean.
Yes. Not Taiwanese. Sorry.
It's Korean.
Sorry. But no, that was so. Whenever you were speaking, it was awesome.
So, for instance, like if his name, if it was spelled the exact same way and you wanted to pronounce it in Taiwanese, it wouldn't be Hyung Chen It would be Hyung Chung
That's awesome. I love that.
Isn't that weird?
It's so weird.
Because I was on the phone with this lady who was so kind. Yeah. Who was like, literally 30 minutes before this game, Trevor's like, hey, this guy's going to put you on with her. You're going to Skype with her. You're going to learn how to say these players' names.
He was like FaceTime with a lady from literally China.
Because it was literally like the United States collegiate baseball team versus Chinese Taipei's national team.
Yes.
And I'm like I
you don't want to mess that up.
Dude,
I cannot screw these names up.
Hey, what's his name was playing here? Braden Montgomery.
Braden Montgomery, yeah.
It was he goes, hey, bro, you know I played here, right? I was like, what, you played here? He's like, dude, with me, Jack Caglione, all these guys.
That's right.
I was like, dude, you were here. He's like, oh, yeah, we were playing them. He's like, on all the crazy name. So you were even saying his name back then.
Yeah. Man, and speaking of that, last night, bro, like, loved watching you come out and, like, shower him with the Gatorade.
Yeah.
Like, we talk about, like, there's certain cool things, like, that are just intangibles, and being a good teammate is an intangible. And it's one thing that you can control.
Yeah.
Like, you can't control how your game's going to go. Like, you could practice your tail off, and baseball is going to come back and bite you no matter what you do. Because that's just how baseball is. We talked about this last week. It's the only game in the world where you can fail 70% of the time and be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
It is amazing, yeah. And it's got to be tough for him. It's
Oh,
amazing for me and you because we get to say it, but he's got to live through it, failing
I know.
7 out of 10 times. But for you, and just doing that, having Braden Montgomery, one of the top prospects in all of baseball, that's pretty cool for you to kind of being able to learn with him.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, it's just like whenever a new guy comes in, you can learn from everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right.
Like you can learn. So the pregame rituals that they do, some of them just like to just like chill in the dugout, hearing some music, chill in the clubhouse, hearing some music, eyes closed, just like breathing, getting some like breathes in, breathes out. Or before hitting, he goes, and then he steps into the box. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You pick some things from there and you'd be like, huh, he likes doing this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like you look at George Wilco and he's like the complete opposite. He's like, ugh. I feel like, I don't know how he is in the dugout.
Bro.
I feel like he's doing 75 push-ups before he goes out. Was like hitting himself in the head. I know we talked to him last year. He was awesome on the podcast.
Dude,
Ended up getting a lot of fans.
I ran into him last night. When I ran into Ryan last night, I was standing outside just waiting on Jenna to come up with the car. And I turned around, I was like, hey, I probably shocked Ryan. He's like, who the heck is this dude? And I was like, hey, man, you're going to be on our podcast tomorrow. And he's like, oh, yeah, looking forward to it. Yeah. And just being like super nice. Did not know me from Adam, you know. And then
You got the City King.
Yeah, and then George was there, and I turned around and I shook his hand, and he's like, hey, man, how's things going? And I was like, going good. And I was like, I told him, I was like, hey, man, just keep your head up, you know. He's like, yeah, man. He's like, things aren't going my way. He's like, I'm just not getting the shakes I want, and
That's baseball, right
that's
there,
baseball,
brother.
man.
Isn't that crazy?
But then you look at a guy like George. You know, he got a hit today. You know, it's just you just got to push through those things, man. Like you gotta mentally just got to push through. And for him, when he looks up and he sees his average, he's like, that's not me.
Yeah.
Correct. And you probably did the exact same thing because I know that Ryan, you've been playing for the last few years. Your stats, your intangibles, I would say your intangibles are phenomenal. I would say
through the roof.
Yes, correct.
Yes.
And I think you came in as a really solid prospect in the White Sox organization. And people still, whenever they mention the top 30 prospects, because of course that's the sexy prospects that everybody looks at, you're still in that cusp that people are like, hey, you may not be towards that top, you may not be in that top 20, 25, 30, 35 that you were in the past few years. But everyone always says, like, they're like, my honorable mention is Ryan Burrowes. So, like, one day this dude, it's going to click for you, and it's going to be glorious. And people, that's why I want to get your story out there. I want people to know about Ryan Burrowes because we truly believe that you're going to be awesome. It's going to click for you. But before we let it click, dude, your swag game. Let's talk about it, baby. So, guys, if you haven't seen Ryan Burrowes play in person, you're not looking at him in person because we don't have video right now. But we will get video at one point. Anyways, you're listening to audio, and he's got an awesome voice, but he's even got a more awesome swag about him.
Oh, dude.
Is that swag? Can we still say that?
What is it? What do the kids say? Drip?
Drip. Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah, the
Riz?
drip.
Riz?
No, Riz is like with the girl, though. Like,
okay.
Yeah, he like had the Riz up a girl.
Charisma. Riz.
Charisma, yeah. Unless you can Riz up a girl, you can do what you want to, okay?
Bro, we're in our 30s. We're old.
Yeah, exactly. Our wives are going to be like, what the junk are y'all talking about? But your swag, though, that's what kids used to say back in our days. Dude, we need to talk about why you wear what you wear because it's stinking awesome. Kids love it. I have kids. They have no clue who you are. They're like, dude, that dude looks good. Why do you look so good? What? Talk to us.
So, one of the things, again, thanks to my dad. Why? Because when I was young, he would always tell me, no matter where you go, you don't know who's watching. No matter what you do, you don't know who's watching. So you'll always have to make you look presentable. You always need to dress good, smell good, and do whatever it takes for you to look good because it's going to make you feel good.
Yeah.
So whenever I'm rocking yellow cleats with yellow batting gloves or purple batting gloves, I'm just feeling like I feel good this way.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're not doing it just to be like, crazy stand out. Hey, everybody, look at me.
Yeah.
You're just like, you know what? I feel good.
Yes. And also the thing is that I don't like being like everybody else.
Hey,
you're
preaching to the choir, brother.
That's one of the things that I don't like. It's like, oh, if somebody has something that I have, I'd rather be like, man, I'm gonna get something else.
Yeah, and that's why you got.
It's just I don't like it. It's not like, oh, just because he has it, I'm not gonna use it.
You're not saying they look
use
bad.
it. No. It's just like personally me, I'd rather rock things or use things that nobody will ever think about it.
Yeah,
like you're not gonna see somebody will. A rubber ducky on the side of the cleats.
Guys, he has rubber duckies on the side. He has 4 rubber duckies in his locker room. I just found out today exactly why it is. Can you explain that story real quick?
Yeah. I mean,
I thought you were just weird, but it
No.
could be true. But I was like, maybe he's just a big rubber ducky guy. I don't know.
No. When I saw the cleats and Stadium Custom Kicks, I just loved them because I wanted some like Jordans, but I was like debating which colors to get. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna get this yellow because the swoosh in the Nike was like a bright blue, and I really liked it. But I didn't notice that it had a rubber ducky on the side, right? So when I was in Arizona for spring training last year, I got the cleats, and when I opened the box, I didn't see any rubber duckies. But when I turned the box upside down, I looked at like 4 rubber duckies fall on the ground, and I'm like, What is this? What's this?
Teammates like, dude, you're weird, bro.
And then I was like,
superstitions.
you know what? I'm just gonna keep him. Those are my babies now, and I'm just gonna put them on the top of my locker. So ever since, I always travel with my rubber duckies on my backpack, because I don't want to lose them, right? So wherever I go, I just put my rubber duckies on the top of my locker and just live in there.
Papa Burrowes and his ducklings.
Papa Burrowes and his ducklings. Dude, if you said that would be iconic. Dude, if he goes 4 for 4 in one game, you have my permission. Don't even listen to him. You have my permission to say, if he's 4 for 4, if he's like 3 for 3 going into his last at bat, saying, hey, Papa Burrow and his ducklings.
No chance. No chance.
I wouldn't do that to you, bro. I promise.
Hey, so before we keep going on past your swag, you mentioned something about smelling good. And I've heard through the grapevine, a lot of Latin players, while they're playing, they want to smell really good. And it is like a thing, apparently in the major league dugouts, it's huge, where like Big Papi like was always smelling good. Like there was a few guys that like from these Latin countries always smelling good.
It just depends. It just depends how you grew up.
Yeah.
Like if you like wearing colognes while you play, but it's just me personally, I just like to feel like I'm clean at every time. I feel like whenever I like wipe my shirt and I smell good, I'd be like, all right, I feel confident. I don't smell like onions.
See, I never even thought about that.
And then like whenever after the game, everybody's hugging, man, you go over, your hand over, and you go like with a little sniff, and you're like, You're like,
It's so true, though. It's so true.
So I don't want to be that
guy.
guy. I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
So I'm a pretty clean guy. So I just rather be smelling good, buying my colognes. I think I have 2 in my locker, and probably get more, and then just buy my colognes, wear it for the game, smell good, feel good. That's my thing.
That's like
look good, smell good, feel good, play good.
Play good.
Sanders,
and get paid good, baby.
Yeah.
Deion Primetime Sanders.
You big Deion Sanders guy.
Do you know Deion Sanders?
I know him.
Okay,
I do know him.
That's his thing, right? What is it?
Look good, feel good, play good, they pay good.
They pay good.
You know?
Yeah. Come on now.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, hey man, we're just a little over an hour here, Ryan, and it's been such a pleasure to have you on, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
And man, we wish you nothing but the best, and we're cheering for you, bro. Like we see all the magic behind the charisma, right? The
Yes.
yeah.
And get to know Ryan, guys. He'll give you your. Well, I don't want to just speak for you, but I've seen you go out of the way so many times, giving baseballs, giving bats, giving batting gloves. I'm like, dude, those things aren't cheap. But I know you're not gonna do that with everybody.
At the end of the day, just like we play the game because of other people.
Yeah.
Because like whenever we step on the box, we want to make our fans happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So no matter if it's I'm playing with the Cannonballers or I'm playing with Houston or I'm playing in Chicago, it doesn't matter where I'm at. I'll always be like, hey, even if I had one of the worst day of my life, I went 0 for 6 with 6 strikeouts.
Yeah.
Let's say something like that. But everybody went good. But I was the only one that did like horrible.
Yeah.
I did like crap. And then I see some kid just ask him like, can I get a ball? Can I get a signature? I'm not gonna just go back at him because I went bad. I did bad. It's just like, you know, at the end of the day, be like, you know what? I'm a person. Game's hard. But they don't deserve to be treated bad or treated poorly because I had a bad game.
Man. Hey,
What a great outlook, Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan Burrowes for 2028 president or whatever that may be. I know you're not going to be 40 then. You have 20 more years until you could that is crazy.
Man, I tell you, this has been such a great episode.
This has been
Ryan.
awesome.
Yeah.
We kicked off the international prospect with a bang.
I love this. Yeah, this has been one of my favorite episodes we've done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never had to actually learn about someone as much as I've had to learn about you because Jordan, a lot of the international guys, I know I'm a big research guy. I love to research all the guys, like everybody, everything about them. You were tough to find a lot of research on. That's why I think this is what probably gone a little bit longer than we want to, but I'm okay with that because I want the people to know about how awesome you are. And how different it is to have this on.
Yeah, man, the K-Town faithful, the baller fanatics got a chance to get to know Ryan Burrowes and Papa Burrowes and all his ducklings.
Oh, Lord. Hey, tell you what,
That's
4
crazy.
for 4 one game. 4 for 4 ducklings.
That's crazy.
Well, I just think he's just reminded himself that there's always going to be ducks on the pond,
See, Jordan's just always thinking, man. OMG, it's LMG. All hell, King George.
Yeah,
Papa Burrowes and his
No
ducklings.
chance.
No chance.
That's
That'll be like that'll just be, I'll tell you what. If we get your permission, we'll put a T-shirt on our web store that says Papa Burrowes and his ducklings.
Yeah, we sell merchandise. So I
We'll
like
give you,
that.
and
Papa
we'll
Burrowes.
give you a cut. All right.
That's
We'll give you a
crazy.
cut. Papa
That's
Burrow
crazy.
and his ducklings, and we'll just put 4 just rubber duckies.
That's
That's
crazy.
right. Hey, speaking of the Talking Ballers
Yes.
shop, the King George shirt is going crazy.
Is it really?
The All Hail King George shirt. We made it in black and white because people in Chicago wanted it. People in Birmingham wanted it. People in Winston-Salem wanted it. The people of K-Town know about it. They were ready for it. All Hail King George T-shirt's going crazy. It's awesome. It's wonderful to see.
Come on.
We also got our Talking Baller stuff up there, And then also, if you're a real fan of the pod, you dug into last season. We talked about the Towel City Dirt Nerds.
Come on. Yes.
Tim Siegel and his grounds crew. Well, you know what? We made a little homage to them this year. You can find it in the new 2025 merch on talkingballers.shop. And listen, if you want to be a sponsor of the Talking Ballers podcast, we want to have you. Cheerwine, we're still coming after you.
Yes, please
Cheerwine,
do.
we need you. We love you. We drink you every day. All
We
right?
do. Hey, guys, I drink it way too much.
Oh,
Cheerwine zeros.
same.
I do zeros though. I got to keep the fit.
That's right. That's right.
Because
That's
the gold suit, I'm gonna
The gold
buttons
vest,
it's gonna pluck out if I don't.
Listen, we would love to have you. You can email us at talkingballers@icloud.com. And listen, make sure you go give our guy Ryan Burrowes a follow on his social media.
Yeah, what you got, Ryan? Can you give everybody your social media? Robert, it's so it's Ryan Anthony.
So it's r.anthony 2 Y's 2_17.
Gotcha. R.Anthony 2Ys_17. Go follow him. You're gonna get to know Papa Burrowes and his ducklings very well. I'm just kidding. Man, this has been so much fun. Hey, we love you guys. Thanks so much for listening. We've been Talking Ballers. You've been awesome. We'll see you next week for episode 3 of the Talking Ballers podcast.